Painful truths about men and women waiting. Have you ever felt like you're trying to solve the hardest puzzle in the world? You feel like she gives you hope, but the next moment she acts completely normal. Is it all in your head, or is she really hiding what she feels? Listen closely, dear friend. A woman is complex, but her body never lies. When her lips stay silent with 1,000 words, her subconscious screams your name. Today, Aunt Vera is going to reveal the secrets behind the body language of a woman secretly in love. This isn't just speculation. These are pure biological signals. Grab your notebook because your soulmate might already be right in front of you. Let's get to the main point. According to behavioral psychology research, there are microscopic signals that men often miss. Let's analyze them one by one. The eyes, the most honest part of the body. In psychology, eyes are often called the windows to the soul. And this isn't just a poetic metaphor. There's a biological mechanism called pupil dilation. When a woman sees something she desires, a luxurious piece of jewelry, a delicious meal, or a man who sparks emotional excitement in her, her brain releases a large amount of dopamine. This dopamine signals the autonomic nervous system to dilate her pupils. The pupil betrayal. This is a pure reaction that cannot be faked. If you're talking to her up close and notice her pupils dilate, almost hiding the natural eye color, that's a strong signal she's fascinated by you. She's absorbing every detail of your face into her brain. But it's not just the pupils. Pay attention to how she looks at you. Two types of look. A woman who is truly in love in silence usually has two types of looks. 1. The long gaze. A deep stare lasting more than 3 seconds. If she looks straight into your eyes, then glances at your lips, and returns to your eyes, that's a very strong sexual signal. She's imagining being closer to you. This gaze is usually accompanied by a slight, genuine smile, where the corners of her eyes crinkle, a Duchenne smile. 2. The shy glance. This is the one that confuses men. It often happens with women who are proud or introverted. She watches you from afar, studying your movements, admiring how you interact with others. But the moment you look at her, she quickly looks away, as if observing something even more interesting. Don't be fooled. She's not uninterested. In fact, she's so intrigued that she fears you might see the fire in her eyes. If you notice her doing this more than 3 times in an hour, congratulations, she's under your charm. She's performing the passive chase, wanting you to notice her presence without trying too hard. Eyes never lie about where the heart wants to anchor. Neck exposure and primal body language. Now let's move to a more intimate zone, what Aunt Vera calls the silent invitation. Have you noticed when a woman suddenly flips her hair to one side while talking to you? Or slowly moves her hand behind her neck while listening? In evolutionary psychology, this isn't just a grooming gesture. The neck is one of the most vital, fragile, and sensitive parts of the human body. Large blood vessels and essential nerves pass through it, and if harmed, it can be dangerous. Humans instinctively protect the neck when feeling threatened or uncomfortable. But when a woman falls in love or feels strong sexual attraction, this defense mechanism collapses. When she tilts her head and exposes her long neck to you, subconsciously, she's lowering her shield. She's showing vulnerability, a subtle form of surrender. She's telling your subconscious, I trust you, I feel safe with you, and I don't mind if you come closer. Frequency matters. If she does this multiple times in one conversation, it's a sign she's experiencing sweet sexual tension. She may also touch her sensitive areas to calm her nerves, sometimes paired with her perfume deliberately wafted toward you. Don't be fooled. If a woman isn't interested, she tends to close off, cross her arms, or lower her chin to protect her neck. But if she opens this door for you, it's a clear green light. She's waiting for you to break the distance between you. Even if you tell a story you don't think is funny, or make a lame joke that leaves friends silent, she'll laugh as if you're the funniest person in the world. 99% of men never do this. and why women obsess silently. 99% of men never do this, and that's exactly why, in silence, many women end up obsessed with the men who do. Pay close attention. This habit is what separates ordinary men from the men who stay on a woman's mind. It doesn't require money. It doesn't depend on muscles, status, or a lavish lifestyle. But once you understand this, your simple presence begins to generate attraction. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share is something most men completely ignore. And without realizing it, they end up sabotaging their own love lives. Let's clarify this right now. This isn't about buying expensive gifts. It's not about pretending confidence you don't actually feel, while deep inside you're lost. It goes far beyond that. And here's the most exciting part. It's free, it's simple. When you master this, you reach levels of respect and attraction most men never experience. Are you ready? Because this is the change you need to make. The secret is stoicism. Yes, stoicism. You might think it's just an ancient philosophy made for thinkers of the past in dusty old books. But the reality is, stoicism is highly practical and extremely effective. It's about the ability to control how you respond to life. Once you develop this skill, you immediately gain an advantage 99% of men don't have. Most men live dominated by emotion. They react rather than respond. They get irritated, frustrated, and let their emotional state dictate their behavior. And women notice this. They are naturally attracted to men who remain calm under pressure, men who don't lose control, men who can handle chaos without falling apart. Imagine this scenario. You're at a social event and something unexpected happens. The environment becomes tense, uncomfortable. Most men panic, fidget, and try to force the situation to improve. But you stay calm, composed, unshaken. The woman notices this, feels the energy, and realizes that you're different. This is stoicism applied in real life. 99% of men never develop this ability, but women are naturally drawn to emotionally stable men. When you stop reacting to every little problem, you become strong, reliable, someone they can trust. And here's the truth most men don't understand. Women don't just listen to what you say. They observe how you handle pressure. By staying calm, you send a powerful message. I am not losing control. I am not acting out of desperation. I know how to handle my life. I am someone you can trust. This energy is magnetic. Now let me ask you, have you ever lost control of your emotions and watched a situation collapse because of it? If yes, stay with me. Let's take it to the next level. Before we continue, sign up now so you don't miss the next part of this transformation. Believe me, the next step can change everything. Applying stoicism in daily life. Now that you understand what stoicism is, let's discuss how to apply it in everyday life. Rule number 1. Focus only on what's under your control. Life will always throw challenges at you. People will disappoint you. Plans might fail. Things won't always go the way you expect. You don't have control over all this. But there's one thing you always control: your response. This is the foundation of stoicism. When something negative happens, most people react emotionally. They explode, complain, and make the situation worse. Stoics pause, breathe, reflect, and then respond with logic and calm. When you act this way, something extraordinary happens. You immediately stand out. Women find this incredibly attractive. They value men who don't overreact, men who are stable, who don't let small problems ruin their mood. That's why emotional strength puts you in the top 1%. Think for a moment. Have you ever met someone who stayed calm in the middle of chaos? Doesn't that show confidence? Doesn't it make you feel safe around them? That's exactly what a woman feels when she's with a calm man. You become an emotional anchor. Practical action steps. Next time something stressful happens, at work, in a meeting, or during daily life, pause. Take a deep breath. You don't need to say a word immediately. Remember, Stoicism doesn't mean suppressing emotion or becoming cold. It means controlling yourself. It means choosing your response instead of being ruled by impulse. This is the difference between an ordinary person and someone truly admired. When you master your emotions, you master your presence. When you master your presence, you naturally become more attractive. Not because you try to impress, but because you radiate stability. And stability is rare. Most people continue living on emotional autopilot, but not you. You choose to evolve. You choose to be different. You choose to be part of the 1% who understand that true power is not in reacting, but in consciously responding. And that choice changes everything. Ask yourself, what's the best response I can give right now? If you practice this repeatedly, you'll start noticing powerful internal changes. Over time, staying calm won't even feel like an effort. It becomes part of your identity. You won't need to prove anything to anyone. Your posture will speak for you. Your energy will communicate safety.